Saturday night.
Time for your weekly dose of pop culture
with Cassie and Kenny. Welcome to the show.
Hey! Okay. We hear you. You are very loud. Hello and welcome. You made it. We had to start the show a little later today, but we are here. It is Saturday night, time for pop culture. Kathy and Kenny explain pop culture. I forgot the name of the show because we did miss a week last week. I had to drive back from Burlington, North Carolina, and was sick as a dog. And I am still coughing and with a little bit of congestion, but not the aches and pains.
A lot of sickness is going around. Georgia and Milo was sick last week.
Oh wow!
Kiana was in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina with friends, but she got sick and had to fly home. They drove down, but she got sick and had to fly home.
Oh wow! But I've still managed to avoid the big C, so I have not had the COVID yet. I've had bronchial infections, flu, sinusitis, everything else.
My best friend Beth has been going through it for like a week and a half.
Wow.
In different stages of it, and now she's like, now I'm all mucousy and everything, and I can't, I'm all sinus and jack. I'm like, hey.
Yeah.
Keep it over there.
And you know what? And the weather is not making it any easier because you know what? One day it's like 40 degrees. The next day, like today, it's 70. So down here in the South, there's
Well, it's out there and then this South Jersey, same thing.
Okay, yeah, because we could have winter, summer, spring, and fall all in one day, pretty much.
Yeah,
that's how it's going down here.
basically. And so we're late today because I was doing a poetry reading somewhere.
Okay.
People are now asking me to come places and read.
That's awesome.
Next week I had to do a reading in Bethlehem, PA. I got 15 minutes, and but that's from 1 to 4. That's from 1 to 4. So that's in the afternoon, and that's the day before my birthday. So I'll be here for the podcast.
Excellent.
And I'll be honest with you. I'd rather have been at the last Poets concert, but I couldn't get a ticket.
Oh no! Oh, that's right. That last Poets concert is next week.
Last Poets and Nikki Giovanni.
Oh right, I saw where you posted that.
I posted it. None of my kids bought the ticket. None of my kids bought the ticket.
And had it been like this weekend where it was a 3-day weekend, I probably had I not been sick.
You probably could have made it up, yeah.
I probably could have, did the 1-day drive down there, went to the show, got back, and been, in time for school on Monday.
But you're sick, and I don't want your cooties.
Thank you very much. I don't want to give cooties.
Gotta keep it real. I have avoided being sick.
Laughing makes me cough.
It makes me cough all the time. But I have a lung disease with cough. But I was doing this open. I was reading at this. I was a feature at this open mic tonight, and I got a compliment from somebody, and I really enjoyed the compliment.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was after I read, it was a group in there. They didn't perform, but one guy was a musician, one guy was the vocalist or whatever. I don't know what they did, but I have them on social media so I can check out what they do. And when I got done, we had a little break, and when they both came up to me like, "Wow, man, your stage presence is just like off the chain." I'm like, "Really? Thank you. I appreciate that." And I don't know how to take a compliment.
Okay. Well,
So I
again,
was like, "Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know what else." Because the people are still looking at you, and I'm like, "Yeah, okay. Thank you."
and that's what you do.
Yeah, I know.
You know,
I don't know how to
keep calm and breathe it
elaborate.
in, but
I don't
again,
know I don't know how to elaborate after that.
yeah, but just don't be swayed by praise or censure. So even
Yeah.
when people yell from the audience, "You suck," or "We hate you," whatever, you can't let that deter what you do. Same thing as with praise, you can't let that kinda go
Well,
to your
hold
head
on.
with what you do,
As
but
far as
always be
hearing,
able to take a compliment.
as far as hearing you suck and I hate you, I got an ex-wife for that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was a
Oh,
little
that's
slow.
I didn't plug in my pot roadcaster today
Okay.
because I got in late and I
I have mine plugged in, but I think I need to totally rearrange the desk because there's so much junk on here that
really.
I have the batteries. I haven't been able to do the battery project. I had a 3-day weekend. I thought I'd be able to do it this weekend. Got caught up all day shopping, taking my parents out yesterday to doctor's appointments and shopping and stuff. So
I
got
remember you
nothing
texting me
done.
that and me saying good luck.
Yeah, good luck with that. So, but I do have that battery project to work on, but and I got a timeline because I got less than a month to get it done because I need to bring that device with me when I come down to South Jersey next month
Now,
or come
how
up.
much
I keep saying come down, come up to South Jersey
come up,
next month.
come up, come up.
Come up. I want to come
How
up.
much shopping did they have you do yesterday?
We hit 3 stores, and well, the bad part was, they had a doctor's appointment in the morning, and after the doctor's appointment, I wanted to go to brunch or, uh well, actually, it was breakfast because I hadn't eaten anything, and I was craving Bob Evans sausage gravy. So, there's only, like, 2 Bob Evans, they're
Oh, yeah.
both over, like, 25 miles away, and, I picked the wrong one because evidently because Friday was Veterans Day, shout out to the veterans, veterans got a free meal, and since, you know, our father is a veteran,
As a veteran.
so but evidently he's not the only one in North Carolina because everybody and their brother, you know, was a veteran on Friday at least to get that free meal. So
They run out
needless
of
to
food?
say, no, but and that was the thing, it was like, it was a long wait for a table or whatever. They had plenty of tables and even open tables, they just didn't have any staff. I mean, I didn't even
Oh,
see a
really?
busboy once, and the poor,
Like, it's Veterans Day, and a
the
lot of
poor
people have off.
waitress, I think we gave her, like, a 30% tip because, I mean, she was like,
Oh, wait,
she
hold on. Time out.
Mhm.
Wasn't that crowded?
What?
30%? Wasn't that crowded?
Well, I mean, come on, like, I mean, standard is what, 15%, but she was working over I
20,
mean, she
20.
like Donna Summer says, she was working hard for the money. So, we wanted to show that we appreciated all her work, so yeah, I
That's
went
nice of you.
there.
I usually like to lose that percent.
I'm sorry, what?
I like to leave at least a 20% tip, and I like to round up a lot of times. So if 20% is like 750, I like to just give 8.
So wait, if 20% is 750, what is going on with my mouse? Okay. Um, but anyway, it was pretty crowded. So we didn't get to the shopping portion till later because usually they get paid at the first of the month. So they kind of buy groceries for the month. So we hit the warehouse stores to get like, the bulk needs or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like um because they're
What do you
all in because they're all within a mile, proximity, it's like okay, we hit Costco's. What can we get at Costco's? Oh, wait, what's the price of the toilet paper on Costco's? Oh, well, it's cheaper at Sam's. Okay, we'll get that at Sam's. So, they go through the shopping list to get the things that some things you can only get at Costco because they don't have them at Sam's. And then we hit Sam's and get the Sam's stuff. And then BJ's for, again, BJ specific stuff.
Now,
So,
I understand what you're saying. Can I have the screen for a minute? I need to have the
okay.
screen for a minute.
All right.
Yeah, let me have people for a minute. Let me talk. All right.
For
So
some reason, my mouse is not working with me. It's doing something funky. It's keeping. Oh, you know what? I got the button on there.
okay. So let me run this down for you when she says that. When she says that, they do the bulk shopping. If there's ever an apocalypse, a zombie apocalypse, or some kind of something where there's nothing around anywhere, my parents and my sister have a little store in their house. They stock up on everything. There's only 3 of them. But you're thinking.
All right. So now that that's over, let's talk about tonight's show. Tonight's show, we're going to talk about pop culture pets. And what do we mean by that? We mean those pets that are a part of the lexicon of pop culture because you've seen them on TV shows and they're a part of the family and a lot of times a part of the plot. Maybe they are the plot because they are the whole show. So I was just giving the rundown on what the show is about.
I heard it.
Because what
did
you were talking
you
about,
add to this list, or did Ed add to this list?
I don't know. I guess Ed must have added to this list. I didn't add to the list.
Okay. All right. Because he's got some redundancies that I already have on there.
Okay.
But in any event, I guess we're gonna start from the bottom. This Spot from the Monsters.
I had this gift, so I just wanted to keep popping it up.
Well, Dino is Dino's at the top of the list. And Scoopy
Oh, I know.
Snoopy is at the top.
Is it top of- But okay, so I didn't find photos for all of these, but some of these I thought were pretty good. So
we don't like Spot from the Monsters. That Spot, what was Spot? Spot was a lizard.
But you never saw
dragon?
Spot.
Wasn't Spot?
You never saw him. They just raised the stairs and fed him, right? I'm pretty sure you never saw Spot.
A tentacle will come out sometimes.
Okay. I don't remember Spot. Now this other one on here, I don't know what that is. Run Joe Run. And that might have been the series in the 80s. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. The Run Joe Run. Yeah, it's gotta be from the 80s if Ed put it on there. I don't remember Dog from The Walking Dead.
And that was in the later episodes with it was the dog that well, what's the guy? God, I can't even remember. Daryl. Daryl had a dog. You don't remember?
Is that? Yeah, I remember that. Is that before or after Negan showed up?
He just called him Dog. I think that was after Negan. And you know what? I got kind of lost in
after Negan, I stopped watching.
I know. They kind of lost me, and especially after Andrew Lincoln left, I was kind of like, all right, I'm out.
I mean, when those two left, the father and son left. Like, what's the point in watching it now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. When it.
Well, if Dog is a star, hey, we're gonna skip that next one because that's wrong.
Okay. Oh, that was the kitten.
Oh, that was a kitten?
Yeah.
They had a cat too?
That was early in the series. Yes.
Because
from the
Tiger chased Fluffy and ruined the wedding.
Exactly.
Now I would have got rid of both them pets. They were laughing about it, covered in cake.
That's right. Because the girls had Fluffy and the boys had Tiger. So Tiger was the Brady boys' pet, and Fluffy was.
But you never saw Fluffy again. You saw Tiger again.
Exactly.
You saw Tiger, but you never saw Fluffy again.
Tiger did come back. So I
Yeah,
guess post-wedding, Fluffy had to go. Because wasn't it a thing who was allergic to the dog? Wasn't somebody allergic to Tiger? Was
yeah,
it
Carol.
Jan?
Carol.
Oh,
The mother
okay.
was allergic to Tiger.
Oh, okay.
They thought, but then she wasn't. And then at one point, Tiger was stealing everything and putting it in the doghouse.
So Tiger, I guess, hung around longer because he had more episodes written around him.
Yeah, Tiger had a couple of plot lines, but and then I think it was the one where Bobby wouldn't come out of his room or wouldn't jump on the thing or whatever, and Bobby just sat there with Tiger in the room watching everybody else
Watching everybody else
outside.
play.
Yeah, watching everybody else play like he's sitting there with Tiger. Jan was the one allergic to Tiger. Ed
See, I
said
thought
Jan.
it was Jan.
I thought it was the
Jan.
mother. I thought it was the mother.
Oh, see, I thought it was Jan because
Okay. But Jan was always causing problems. She's the middle child. She wasn't that great looking. She's always causing problems.
oh, that no hating on Jan. Middle child love. I
She
don't
wasn't
know.
cute like Cindy. She wasn't beautiful like Marsha. She was Jan. Of course she's gonna be
Jan was
allergic.
awesome.
See,
Jan
in that situation, I would have got rid of Jan.
All right. Anyway. No getting rid of Jan. If there's no Jan, no Marsha, no Cindy, there's no Brady Bunch, there's no Mike, there's no Carol, there's no Alice.
You had the dog. Get rid of Jan.
Man.
You had the dog.
There's no Bobby, there's no Peter, there's no Greg. Yeah, you need all of them. It's all a secret sauce that works together. You needed all 9 squares filled in order to have a decent Brady Bunch. So,
well, whatever.
There you go.
So,
in the world of pop culture pets, I thought this one was a good one though that Ed added, and that was.
Well, I had it on my list also.
You did have it on your list, and I had found a photo. Huh?
It was a cockatoo. It was a cockadoo, and the name of the cockatoo was Fred.
It was Fred.
Fred was the name of the Beretta's parrot. Cockadoo.
Okay.
I'm a pop culture kid.
You sound so sure about that.
I looked it up.
You looked it up.
And I knew it from back in the day.
You remember it from back in the day?
Yes. Fred.
Why would you have a cockatoo named Fred? But okay, let's go with it.
There's a reason for it being named Fred.
What was the reason?
I don't know. I forget.
You said it with such confidence. Like there was a reason he was named Fred.
If we had done the show last week while we were supposed to, I'd have remembered.
But I would have been
too. But a week went by.
Huh? A week went by. And you forgot.
I don't know.
Okay.
There was a reason for it, though.
All right. I feel you.
Like, really, if you want to go nostalgic, he should have named the cockadoo Mickey.
Cockatoo. Why do you keep saying cockadoo?
Cockadoo.
Cockatoo.
Cockatoo?
With a T.
I copied it down as cockadoo with a D.
No, you had a typo.
Oh.
I don't think they're called cockadoos. That would be kind of weird.
I think it is cockadoo.
You think it is cockadoo?
It's cockadoo. I think you're wrong. It's not cockatoo. It's cockadoo.
I think it's cockatoo.
It's cockadoo.
I would go to.
You're wondering now, aren't you? You gotta. You sitting there. You're like, wait a minute. Is he right? Like you're gonna look it up.
I'm probably gonna have to look it up.
Okay.
Is it
cockadoo?
Cockadoo?
Because my T is nowhere near my D on my keyboard.
It's still it's cockatoo.
What does Ed know?
So there you go.
Ed don't know.
Ed knows all.
He's just agreeing with you because that's what he do.
But there's a whole thing called this.
I know, but he's just agreeing with you.
And even if you can't get a dictionary, you got the interwebs. So
yeah, he's just agreeing with you because that's what he does.
but agree
Cockadoo.
with me because I'm right.
Cockadoo. It's cockadoo. Well,
Cockatoo,
maybe there is. Well, maybe there's a cockatoo and a cockadoo.
cockatoo.
And a cockadoo. Maybe one's male, one's female.
Anyway, all right. I couldn't find the image of. I had an image, but it didn't translate. But that's okay. But
Like this next one.
Fred
This,
was okay.
this,
Go ahead.
this next one, Mr. Peabody. I wouldn't describe that as a pet.
Why not Sherman and Peabody from
Yeah,
Rocky
because
and Bullwinkle?
Peabody was smarter than Sherman. Peabody told Sherman
maybe
what to do.
Sherman is really the pet.
Yeah, Sherman is the pet. Because Peabody told him what to do.
But I guess because Peabody is the dog, but he was smarter than your average dog. And we got some smart dogs coming up too. Duke from the Beverly Hillbillies?
They had a dog.
I don't even remember them having a dog.
I don't remember. I didn't watch. I wasn't into that as much though.
As of 2020, it turned 100. The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle.
No, that wasn't 100 as of 2020. The Cockadoo from Beretta turned 100. The Cockadoo turned 100. Because they all lived. Anyway.
If anything, cockapoo maybe, but not cockadoo.
Okay, the cockadoo.
I don't want you living out in these streets all loud and wrong.
Fred turned 100 as of 2020. Okay.
Oh wow, they live that long?
Yeah, like turtles.
Oh, that's so cool.
I know. I want to be a cockadoo.
But I wonder what happens. Like, do owners have to will them to somebody else or something? Because who's going to take care of it?
The cockadoo will stay alive. The cockadoo will stay alive as long as
you know what
a cockadoo comes along and takes his head off.
Can you go ahead and Google cockadoo? Go ahead and Google it right now.
No, I'm not going to Google it. I'm not going to insult my own
window. Go Google it.
I'm not going to. No. I'm good. I'm good.
I'm telling you. I'm telling him.
So Max, I didn't know the Bionic Woman had a dog.
It seems for me, God, it's been so long since I've seen cockatoos live long. Not sure about a cockadoo because it doesn't exist. It's something Kenny made up, and he's like, "I'm going to stick with it, even though I'm wrong."
Look, I'm going to die on this hill, cockadoo.
Okay, all right. Anyway, the Bionic Woman. I'm trying to remember because I haven't seen the episode of the Bionic Woman. Because what's that TV channel that shows all the old retro shows? I think
TV Land.
Well, you know what? TV Land used to, but you know what? Now they consider stuff from the 80s and the 90s retro. You don't get all the good old.
Well, that is retro because you know what that means.
70s and 80s stuff.
That means we're getting old.
Don't say that. But yeah, I wish Kazi and the Decades. Cockatoos don't exist.
And when I was at this open mic, one of the people one of the posts got on to speak, said something about, he asked the crowd, when did Cosby come out? The Cosby Show. Because he was comparing different black shows and whatnot. And I said 1984. He goes, "He's right, 1984." And he goes, you were probably around when that premiered, wasn't you? And I'm like, yeah, because it was a young audience. And I was like, yeah, I was there.
Hey, I remember when appointment TV was appointment TV because we didn't even have VCRs, and stores and everything shut down the week that Roots aired. When Roots first aired, it was appointment television. Everybody everywhere stopped and watched. Well, maybe not everywhere. I wasn't down south then, but a large population. I remember people just stopping. Are you looking up cockatoo? Is that what you're looking at up there? I don't know.
No, I am looking up. I know. Okay.
Cockatoo.
Well, the only channel right now that's showing Bionic Woman is Roku channel.
On the Roku.
On the
And
Roku
I'm
channel.
sure, yeah, you could probably go in and find it and stream it. I'm still watching the Bionic Woman. In fact, you know what? You know how we do the sheet where we list everything to kind of talk about on the show when
Yeah.
we do that. And actually on the sheet where we list everything, if you could see the sheet, and I can zoom in a little bit so you can see it, even where you have cockadoo, you see how it's because it's misspelled. I'm just saying.
Why you gotta put me on blast in front of everybody? Like why?
I'm sorry.
When did that become a thing on the show? To show people the list and when something's spelled wrong. When did that become a segment? I don't understand.
I'm just saying.
All right, let's go to the next one before I cuss you out. All right, so Matt, I don't remember Muppet from Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, I don't remember. I didn't really watch Battlestar Galactica. I mean, I'm Star Trek Next Generation all the way, but was never really a Battlestar Galactica fan.
Well, the original Battlestar Galactica I was a fan of.
Okay. So it looks like the Sci-Fi Channel, according to Ed, is doing some Saturday nights. They're doing like late night old Star Treks. Oh, Kolchak, the Night Stalker, which was the inspiration for the X-Files, according to Chris Carter. The Time Tunnel, Lost in Space. Oh, you know what? Where was I? Where I made a reference when I was like, warning, warning, danger, Will Robinson. And nobody understood what I was talking about. Damn millennials. Oh, Spunky. I didn't realize the Fonz had a dog.
I didn't realize
And that must have been after.
That might have been a cartoon, the Happy Days cartoon.
Okay, or after Happy Days jumped the shark. Who knows? Because
yeah, I think it was
after that, people
I don't
stopped
remember
anyway.
I remember Fonz.
Oh, but this next one that Ed put on here, Ben from Gentle Ben. That's a good one.
I don't remember that.
It was the bear. That was 70s probably. Like,
oh, you know what my comic book guy told me, and I forgot all about it.
What?
The bear from BJ and the Bear.
Ah, BJ and the Bear, but that was a monkey, wasn't it?
BJ and the Bear was not a monkey. It was a bear, wasn't it?
No, the bear. Oh wait,
that might have been a monkey. Yeah.
And oh wait, hold on for a second. Let me. I'm trying to look it up now, and I can't find it.
Why would you call BJ the Bear if it was a monkey?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it was a monkey. It was a guy and his monkey. Don't ask me why.
Okay, well, BJ and the Bear was a monkey.
BJ, yeah.
I guess they figured if you really wanted to know what a bear was and a monkey was, you had Sesame Street for that. We're here just to entertain.
We don't know why. All right. Well, hold on for a second. I thought I tried to get a glimpse of BJ and the monkey. If my images are just not working for me tonight. I don't know what's
you got mouse problems, you got images problems.
I got image problems, I got mouse problems. That's BJ and the bear. And yes, the bear, as Ed stated, the bear was definitely a monkey.
Who's that actor?
Oh, gosh, now I can't remember who starred in BJ and the Bear.
Ed.
Greg Evigan.
Know so much cockatoo.
Greg Evigan. Cockatoo. Greg Evigan. That's it.
Okay.
Ed is on it. You know
I
what?
know.
I'm
What
gonna
was
have
it?
to ditch you as a co-host and just pick up Ed because he knows these things. Greg
I'm
Evigan. He
your
has
brother. I'm
eyes.
your brother.
Eyes. Anyway, yes, BJ and the Bear because it shows what monkeys work. All right. Oh, this is a good one that you put on here from Green Acres. Arnold Ziffel.
Arnold
Was
Ziffel.
not a monkey, was not a bear, but actually
Not a
Arnold
dog.
was a pig.
Pig.
Pet
Arnold.
pig. Wasn't there another show where they had a pet
Green
pig?
Acres is the place to be. Huh?
Farm living is the
Is
life
the
for me.
For me.
Anyway, we're gonna get a copyright
There was
strike.
another show that
again.
had a pig. I don't think there
Copyrighted.
was.
Okay, I don't know. Just something about having a pet pig that was kind
I
of.
don't know.
And we already talked a little bit about Tiger from the Brady Bunch, and that it was Jan, not Carol.
Kathy and Ed explain pop culture. I like it. In your dreams, Ed. In your dreams.
So that would work because we actually know pop culture and how to spell cockatoo. Anyway,
it's a cockadoo. It's a cockadoo.
moving on. We talked about BJ and the Bear, that monkey. Another monkey from pop culture TV pets would be Marcel from Friends. Which
and also, I'm going to skip over this one and go to this one because not only did they have Marcel, which was captivated by the song "In the Jungle, the Mighty Jungle." The lion sleeps tonight. And that's how you got Woomba Wep. But also, they had other pets on Friends, and that was Chicken Duck. They didn't name them, they just called them Chicken Duck.
Whose pets were they?
They were Joey and Chandler. For a while, for like 2 seasons, they had a chicken and a duck.
Okay. You were far. I thought I was into Friends, but you were far deeper down the Friends rabbit hole than I think I've ever gone.
They had a chicken and a duck.
All right, hey, chicken and a duck. All right, another one, a blast from the past, and this is I'm not this old. I'm old, but I'm not Ren 10 old. The Adventures of Ren 10.
Yes, I'm not Ren 10 old either. I just
but that is a classic TV pet.
Yeah, you skipped Sabrina's cat.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't. Okay.
Salem Saber got
old for Sabrina the Teenage Witch, but okay.
Yeah, Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I love her. She's great. I met her in person once. She's very nice.
Okay. All right. I
had my full Mr. Maestro costume on.
Yikes.
Yeah, I met Melissa.
Way to make an impression.
Yeah. And I said to her, I leaned over and I said, "Oh man, I loved you." And
oh yeah, that's a way to make an impression. I loved you and
I knew the movie at the time. Oh, Drive Me Crazy. I said I loved you and Drive Me Crazy, but I looked at her and I said, but let's not let me get that out because the fellas hear about that. My street creds is totally gone. And she cracked up. I like making celebrities laugh.
Yeah, you. Okay. So what other here's another pet from I guess that era of the 90s.
Yeah.
From Full House, Comet. Melissa Joan Hart. Yeah.
I said Melissa Joan Hart, didn't I?
You didn't say her name, but
Melissa Joan Hart. Yeah, I think she was checking me out that day too. I don't know. I don't want to spread any rumors.
Probably the worst con of her life, but okay. Anyway,
I'm in South Jersey, Minnesota.
All right. So, all right. What's our next?
Comet. You did Comet.
Comet. Okay.
Astro from the Jetsons.
There you go, Astro.
So he was a good
And
dog.
he even made the theme song, right? Meet
No,
George
I don't think he made
Jetson.
this. Hey, Scooby Life.
Jane, his
I don't
wife.
think he made the theme song.
Yeah, he was. They
I
sang
mean, he
about.
was in the beginning because he would walk them, and he would go too fast, and they would go around the spinning thing, and he would go Astro.
Okay, I thought. I gotta look up the theme from the Jetsons, but I'm pretty sure that they.
Um. Okay, so next we have the dog Eddie from Frasier.
Oh, and actually, I always thought Eddie was like just a cute dog. I don't know what breed Eddie was. Did I have a? I thought I had an Eddie clip. Because yeah, he wasn't so
What
big
is
that he was
Chihuahua?
unmanageable, but no, he wasn't a Chihuahua. I don't think. Um. Oh, I thought I had a clip of Eddie. Sorry, I don't have an Eddie clip. Oh yeah, here's an Eddie. See,
Oh
look
no,
at
he's
him.
not Chihuahua.
That's not a
I got a different
Chihuahua.
vision of Eddie.
See, I'm
He
not
looks
good
like
on
a
dogs, so
terrier.
I don't know what kind of breed
Yeah,
he is, but like that's
he does look like a terrier.
a terrier. Yeah, maybe. He might be a mix or a mutt or something. But now that's a cute dog.
Petey for the Little
Oh,
Rascals.
that's a good
Okay,
one.
okay. This is why I didn't include Petey for the Little Rascals
Why not? Petey, yeah.
because Petey for the Little Rascals is TV to us, but originally Petey for the Little Rascals is movies.
Oh, come on.
We watched the reruns of the Little Rascals on TV. Originally, Petey was
Yeah, I think he was a bit of a mix.
yeah, well,
Petey
no,
from
Petey was from the movies because our gang showed it in the
because
movies.
if we movie dogs would take us down another
To hold down another lane altogether.
oh Yella. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Old Yella,
Um
Beethoven. You know, it's just like the
oh Beethoven.
chimpanzee
Oh, what was the movie um
the chimpanzee from the Clint Eastwood movies.
with Owen Wilson? Okay, so movie pets, another whole show.
Another whole show.
So we're still on the TV pets. We haven't even gotten through the rest of the
We're
list.
almost done though. Well, next we
Oh,
have
yeah, yeah.
Elvis
Elvis.
from Miami Vice, which wasn't a dog, a bird, or a bear, but a
And you guess what
crocodile.
Elvis Kenny, you should have taken a beat and let the folks in
I'm
the
sorry.
comments. Okay, anyway.
I ruined
Elvis
the
the
whole.
crocodile. But yeah, okay. That's them trying to be a little too South Florida, you know?
Well, I like, Miami Vice kind of set the tone for music videos and TV
And
videos
clothing. Oh my
and
god.
clothing. Yeah, I dress like Miami Vice. I dress like Crockett and Tuck.
Miami Vice single-handedly killed like sock sales for
Yeah,
a decade.
it did. I dressed like Miami Vice back in the day. I used to have the jacket with the little turn up the jacket, turn up the blazer, be all cool, wear a nice cool hat and everything. Oh yeah, yeah.
Back
Kenny
in the
Walker
day.
could be pretty fly.
Okay. As we say goodbye to your back in the day look. That's just so scary. Why would you do that? Snap out of it. Okay.
Wow. Well, because you know what? You're right. Gleek from the Super Friends and also Wonder Dog.
Oh, Wonder Dog.
Gleek and Wonder Dog.
Yes. Classic cartoon dogs. All right. Oh, you know what? The next pet on our list I liked because again, you get a good TV pet and they can do what they do on cue. And this dog definitely would do on cue every time. I don't think I have a photo of him. Oh man. I'm sorry, I don't have one of
You have a photo of Buck?
I don't have Buck.
Buck from Married with Children.
There's Buck.
There is Buck.
Yeah.
Buck was a dirty looking dog.
Well, again, that whole show or that whole series did not paint marriage in the best light. So it was He was the appropriate scruffy looking
I
kind
know
of
how
mutt
you felt,
for
Val
that
Bundy. I
family.
know how you felt. I'm just saying. All right, so next one you don't know, but it's Stan from a Disney show called Dog with a Blog.
Because of course, you're
Yeah, well,
you're everything Disney Channel. Because
yeah. But
three
Dog with a
girls,
Blog,
right?
that Dog with a Blog was actually a pretty funny show. And Stan was pretty, he was a talking dog, but he only talked to the kids. He didn't talk to the adults.
So it's kind of like a Peter Pan effect.
Yeah.
So only kids
He
could see
talked to
him,
only
or only
kids.
kids could
I
hear
think
him.
eventually the adults found out that he could talk,
Mhm.
but he was a talking dog. I'm like, you know what? I might go to Disney Plus and watch some of those old dog because not on anymore. Watch some of those old Dog with a Blog shows because the mother in that sitcom series was actually kind of hot.
So, Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture, the only place on the interwebs recommending that you binge Dog with a Blog. We're just going to cut
It wasn't a
to it.
bad
Mark the
show.
time. Huh?
It wasn't a bad show.
Hey, I'm not throwing shade.
Because at the end of the show, the dog would get on the computer and do a blog. It'd be dark around the whole house, and the dog would be typing on the computer.
I'm laughing,
about
but
what happened
somebody
during the
is
episode.
probably living in a really nice house with a swimming pool and is making mad bank off of reruns of Dog with a Blog. So I mean, I'm having trouble wrapping my head around who sits there and types out the the treatment, as they call it in the business, for a TV show about a dog with a blog.
It's a dog with a blog. I mean, I don't understand. What are you not getting here?
All right.
It's a dog with a blog.
Okay. Hey, let's go through the list, then we'll come back to the comments for some of the other recommendations that are in the comments.
All right.
But
Mr.
next
Ed?
on the list is a horse is a horse, of course, unless of course that horse is the talking Mr. Ed. So now again, kind of like, I guess, Dog with a Blog. Hey, maybe they grew up watching Mr. Ed and figured, hey, if horses can talk, hey, I'm gonna have this dog not just talk but blog. So you know what? We're wasting our time with this podcast. We need to be writing our own TV show, like, turtle with a vlog. I don't know, like something.
No.
Oh, squirrel with a vlog. What if you could put a little camera on a squirrel and just let him loose?
No.
I'm just saying. Okay, anyway, but Mr. Ed, also probably from the 60s, you had
Flipper.
And it was Flipper originally a movie though?
I don't know, it was a TV show, and surprisingly, I think I learned from Bill, my comic book guy, who knows infinite amount of knowledge, that the guy who created Flipper wound up being an animal activist, because he was like, after they did the Flipper show, he realized that you can't keep these animals caged up like this.
Right. Oh, that's why places like SeaWorld and they get
SeaWorld.
a lot of protesters and people.
He's against things like that. The funniest dog on the list, I think, Brian Griffin from Family Guy. I love Brian from Family Guy. I love Family Guy. I love Brian. And Brian is so hilarious. The dog that talks, sleeps with women, and he just
drinks. I know the one picture the first picture I tried to grab off the internet, he had a cocktail. It was like,
he drinks, he smokes, he like drives a car. Like they let the dog drive the car and take the baby out. The baby was okay on a plane with the dog, and at one episode, the baby and the dog hopped on a train and were like hobos going through the country.
Well, that's the great thing about animated cartoons. You can, because there's a lot of people who, hey, their dogs are their best friends, so they want to talk to them and wish they could talk back. Hey, and probably the most famous pet dog is Snoops.
Snoopy.
Snoopy, hang on.
You know what?
Snoopy,
You know
hold
what?
on.
I remember Snoopy for. Whenever I see Snoopy, I remember that
The Red Baron?
one
Oh.
Charlie Brown cartoon. No dogs allowed. Remember that one where you get every time we went somewhere, there's no dogs allowed.
Oh yes, yes.
Which I don't know which show was that. Which movie was that, or what TV
What
show was
TV special was that?
Yeah, no dogs allowed, and Snoopy couldn't go in. So
Now,
he's
our
all sad.
next one, you could argue who's the pet? Is it Scooby or is it actually Shaggy? I don't know. Because they both were almost more like best friends than, master owner kind of thing.
See,
And
now here's a problem with this, though. Here's a
it's
problem with this because there are some people who do this in real life, and I think they got it from watching this show. But my problem is Shaggy ate after Scooby. They would share food. I don't understand that.
and some people do.
Nasty.
I
I've
just
seen somebody. I've actually witnessed someone share food with a dog, and I was just so grossed out and sick from that.
Yeah, because
We were in a dinner
male
setting,
dogs,
and I
they
saw
like
the
to kind of
person
lick
do it.
themselves, and I'm
Yeah.
thinking that's just
We were
not.
at a dinner setting, like a Thanksgiving setting. I saw the
Yeah.
person do it. I was sitting on a chair, they were on the couch, and I got up and I had to walk away with my plate, and I was behind the person, and the person's husband said, "Hey, Kenny, there's a seat over there. Go sit down." I'm like, "I'm okay, standing right over here. I'm good." I couldn't eat for the rest of the day.
Yikes. Different strokes. That's
Yes,
kind of
yes,
yeah.
yes. So, but so Scooby Doo. Next on our list, I think, is the first pet of all time. Me personally, is Dino. Now, only thing I don't like about the Flintstones and Dino is the very first episode where Dino, when they get Dino talked and he was like a wise ass.
Oh yeah, and
And
they
he
changed
talked,
that.
and then after he did, then they stopped it.
Well, you know what? Because I think initially, because it was like a primetime cartoon, the Flintstones. So I think people kind of thought, oh, okay, let's, they probably were gearing it to a more mature audience. But maybe they found out that because it came on earlier in prime time, that kids were watching, so they had to kind of tone down some of the adult humor. So, or it could have been that the actor who was mouthing Dino just wanted too much money. And we got to cut some costs.
Oh, you
Yeah.
know what? He wants too much money. Let's just get Mel Blanc to go. And there you go.
And there you go.
You're done.
And probably the original pet of all pets, of all TV pets, was the one, the only
Lassie.
Lassie. Oh, the pretty German Shepherd.
Lassie. I wonder how many Lassies there have been.
Oh gosh, that's a good trivia question because I'm sure they've had quite a few. So let's go to some of the comments to see some of your favorite pop culture pets. And oops, let's see. We have Hong Kong Fooey.
But he wasn't really a pet.
Fooey.
But he had a pet. He had a
pet.
little cat was his pet.
Could we consider something like what was it? The Gazoo a pet?
Gazoo is not a pet. He's an imp from the fifth.
He was an alien? Okay.
He's a pet from the fifth dimension.
Okay. All right.
Future.
Kit Kat, the lion from the Addams Family.
I don't remember that.
Ed, you can straighten it out. Was it? I know we said, what was it? Spot was the monster. Was it Spot that was in the stairs?
He was in the stairs.
I don't think you ever saw him.
But at one time, didn't tentacles come out?
But he was one of those characters you never really saw. But it was always this scary noise, so you figure he's some kind of beast. Zeus and Apollo from Magnum PI. Were they dogs?
I
I'm
don't
trying to
remember Zeus and
remember.
Apollo. What did,
'Cause I've
oh,
seen
wait. Higgins did have two dogs,
okay, so
two
that must
Dobermans,
have
I
been
believe.
Zeus and Apollo. Trigger. Is that the Lone Ranger?
No,
No.
no.
So Silver
Silver
was
was long. Trigger was another horse.
but who was Trigger? Oh, a collie, not a German Shepherd. I'm sorry, I get,
They call it, yeah.
Dobermans.
Yes, Dobermans, yeah. Those Zeus and
See,
Apollo
that's
were
who
the
we need. We
Dobermans.
need Scooby Life to give us the different breeds and all.
Oh, so
What was
now
what was your dog's,
now you're
Langston?
gonna
What was
dump me
he?
for Scooby Life now. First you're gonna dump me for Ed, now you're gonna dump me for Scooby Life.
Kathy and Scooby Life talk pop culture. What was Langston, your dog's, what breed was he?
Um Langston was
I know
oh man.
Coco was a Chihuahua. Coco wasn't our
Coco was a
dog. She was my
Chihuahua.
grandmother's
Langston, I
dog,
forget
but
what
it was
Langston
like our
was,
dog.
but his
Was he
sister
a
of mine what
basset
Langston was.
hound or?
No, he wasn't. No.
Oh.
Langston was a dog that barked an awful lot.
So, all right. So we were just talking some pop culture pets in or pets on TV, pop culture TV pets. I just put pop culture pets in the title because we didn't even dig into the movies. Because I'm trying to think of that movie with Owen Wilson and Jennifer Aniston. Uh, Ed, help me out. But anyway, but a lot of good movie dogs because that was kind of based on a real life dog. The
But
writer wrote a blog about, not the dog.
something. I wanted to talk about and awareness to animal rescue. There's a lot of animals out there that need to be rescued and not. Trigger was Roy Rogers. Okay. But there's a lot of animals out there that need to be rescued. So please call your local ASPCA or NFFAR, the National Foundation for Animal Rescue, or ASPCA, the Animal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. But there's a lot of animals that could use to be rescued. There's a lot of animals that need to be adopted out there. And there's a lot of animals that people just didn't want. And from what I'm understanding, across the country, animal shelters are overloaded, way overloaded. I talked to a couple of people who are into animals, and animal shelters are way overloaded. So
Well,
if you
what
have
happens
space,
is, and again, as we hit a recession and times get hard and people look at their financial situation and they decide they can't afford a pet and either take them to shelters, and a lot of shelters are kill shelters, and again, hard to find places that won't
Marley and
euthanize
Me,
animals. So Marley and Me, that's the name of that. Yes. I thought that
Marley
was
and
so
Me,
cute. I really love that
Marley and Me,
movie.
Scooby Life, Scooby Life. What is you said you just posted your rescue story on IG. What is the IG? Tell us the IG so other people can see the rescue story. Type that IG in for us.
Because yeah, that would be awesome. A couple of the teachers at my school have rescue pets, and barring being allergic and having allergies, I probably could have a pet. But there you go. Breathing pet ownership. Breathing pet ownership. I've been going with the breathing. So yeah.
Okay, so Scooby Life is at Scooby Life. At
Okay.
the Scooby Life.
At the Scooby Life. So we
And
can
you can
check out
see
that
an article
IG.
about a rescued pet and things like that, because there are, if you can adopt a pet instead of seeing this pet get euthanized or whatever. I know I saw the ad where there's some pets that are like blind and have one leg that people don't want, and these pets can use a home also. So, like I said, the animal shelters are overloaded. And instead of seeing some of these animals killed off or euthanized or whatever, adopt a pet. I'm not a pet person. when we were kids, we had Cassie and I. We had goldfish, and we bought 5. My parents bought us 5 fish, and the goldfish would die. But whatever one would die, it wasn't. We called the goldfish the Jackson 5. We
See,
had
yeah, you
5
gotta set
goldfish.
that up
It was
first.
the Jackson 5, and whichever one died, it wasn't Michael. Who
Well,
knew he was the first to go?
the first to go was always like, oh, poor Tito. You know, it was
Yeah,
like your least favorite
Peter was
Jackson.
always the first to
But
go.
right. But I don't think our parents did that whole, oh, let's buy another fish and replace them. It was just like, oh,
No, they
gotta
just
froze
they
'em.
let him die. Yeah.
God, I had a fish when I lived in New York that lived like forever. I don't know. That fish was like Cher. It was like a cockroach. It wouldn't die.
The
And I mean,
girl, the girls were mad at me because when they were coming up, we got little geckos, and
mhm.
I accidentally killed them.
Oh my gosh. Ugh.
Well, because I thought they needed sun, so I put them next to. I put the tank next to the window so they can get sun.
Oh, you know what? We forgot another pet. Well, don't watch the show, but I used to watch it. Gilmore Girls. We forgot Paul Anka, which was her dog. And the reason I thought of that because you talked about killing the geckos and Lorelai Gilmore, I guess, was notorious for
Geckos.
killing pets, and but Paul Anka thankfully survived, and he even returned when they did A Year in the Life. But forgot all about Paul Anka, including one episode when she was dreaming that the real Paul Anka was like running down the street with a bone in his mouth. It was very weird and surreal. But Paul Anka from Gilmore Girls, don't forget that one. That's a good TV pet.
Yeah. So, I'm trying to read Scooby Life here.
She says, Scooby was a senior rescue. Senior pets are amazing for adopting too. Don't forget the cats and rabbits. Yeah, because at Easter, people think, oh, it's so cute. Give them a little bunny, give them a little bunny. And then, they grow out of it or don't want to keep it or maintain it and want to send it back to shelters. And a lot of times people want the cute little puppy or kitten. But again, older animals are in need of homes, in need of care. So, uh, and yes, as what pet has been there the longest, most unadopted or special needs, because they often get overlooked. So,
We should have had Scooby like come on and be a special guest.
yeah. Well, when we do movie pets, we'll have
Scooby like when we
Scooby
do
Life
movie pets, you're gonna have to come on and be a special guest.
totally, totally. So I'm sorry, I'm clicking buttons. I don't know what's wrong with my mouse. This
I
stupid
don't know.
mouse.
I don't know.
I love it. It's a Logitech mouse, and I like the
Is
shape of
it a
it.
wireless mouse?
It's wireless,
Yes,
so
I got a wired mouse.
all right, maybe I need to go wired because
You
I've
also
been
need to
having
go
it.
to Android, but hey, who am I to say?
I am Apple for life. All right. All right. Where are we? We're at the end of the show, my friend. Ah,
Yes.
so next week is the 19th. I gotta double check with you, Kenny, because our mother has asked me to take her somewhere next Saturday night. So I gotta see because I don't know what time this event is. So all that to say
We might
that
not do a show next Saturday night, is what you're saying.
possibly.
Okay, so after I
We can
get
talk
done
about
this
it.
open mic, after I get done performing at 4 o'clock, I can start celebrating my birthday then.
Hey, maybe that hey sounds like a plan, and then we can come back that week, Thanksgiving week,
Yes.
the
Yes.
weekend after. Like I say Thanksgiving week because I know we have off Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I'm like 3-day week, and then Saturday, Sunday. So like 5 days, 5 days to live. My life is kind of weird, and so although I tell you this,
Yeah.
I am cheating on Thanksgiving because again, I mean, but the audience doesn't know. Like our mom has shoulder replacement surgery, so my mom is like the cook, the best cook, and Thanksgiving usually, pretty decent Thanksgiving meal because we freeze that food and eat it right through Christmas just about. But with the shoulder surgery and stuff, she's not mobile and no Thanksgiving feast. So I have ordered my Thanksgiving dinner.
You know what? I'm not mad at you because where I'm going to my friend Matt. I always go to my friend Matt and Sophie's for Thanksgiving. They treat me like family. I always go over there, and they so much want to meet you when you come in. We get a chance to and on Christmas time. But Sophie orders just about everything. Matt and I make the turkey. We collaborate on making the turkey. I make my sweet potato dish, and I make my mac and cheese.
Well, that's the one thing. I am going to make sweet potatoes, and I'm probably going to make an apple pie. I can do a mean apple pie.
Well, I think somebody's going to be bringing desserts, but half the people coming are like vegan.
Oh, wow.
I got to make sure I don't touch that food.
What is wrong with the vegan meals?
No, I'm good.
I'm probably going to do an apple pie. I got to get some apples.
Oh, an apple pie. That sounds nice.
Like I do my, I do my
You get some vanilla ice cream, put that on top.
Oh no, vanilla bean, my friend. Vanilla bean.
And then a little whipped cream.
And a little whipped cream.
Yeah. You know what? Some sprinkles.
Or if I make fresh whipped cream, from scratch.
Oh yeah.
I'm not talking store-bought. No Cool Whip.
Some sprinkles would be nice. Maybe some walnuts or something. Some little bit on there.
See, top. I'm not for any nuts in my apple pie.
Okay, but, all right. But how about a little like sauce or something like a little, like maybe a dip of chocolate, maybe a dip of strawberry, so on top of the whipped cream.
With an apple pie though?
Yeah.
I wouldn't do strawberry.
You know what? You don't have to get vanilla bean. You can put some some strawberry.
Oh, I found it. Hold on. I found my apple pie. Hold on for a second. Let me share the screen with you because I mean, I'm proud of this. I'm proud of this pie. Let's see.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. That's nice. That's really nice. I personally have a hard time with apple pie.
You have a hard time with apple pie? Look at that work.
You know why I have a hard time with apple pie? Because the best apple pie I've ever had was the one that Grandma used to make when she made that crumble apple pie. I love that crumbled apple pie.
But that's my apple pie.
It's not the crumbled apple pie, though.
No, I don't like the crumble top on
I love the crumble apple pie that Grandma used to make.
I want to take my dough and do my lattice thing and
plain apple pie.
Well, I think I ordered turkey and stuff, dressing. They call it down here. I call it stuffing. It's not quite like mom's stuffing because it's not. There's no meat in this stuff. But anyway,
vegan, huh?
Yeah, I know. It's going to be the vegan stuffing. I think I ordered green beans, mac and cheese, and I'm going to make sweet potatoes. Probably I'll get enough so that I can make a sweet potato dish, so I can freeze some, and maybe enough for a sweet potato pie.
Ooh,
with my homemade crust.
A small sweet potato dish with the way I make my sweet potatoes because I got the best sweet potatoes in the world. And then I'll make my mac and cheese because I got the best mac and cheese in the world. I can cook.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. In theory. All right. Lovely. I am. Well, you know what? I also probably will make and you know what, the best, easiest, simplest recipe. And I actually got this from my cousin Dorian because when he came to visit, he made the chocolate cake off of the Hershey's cocoa box. There is a chocolate cake recipe that is fantabulous. It makes the most moist chocolate cake in the world. And you know what the key is?
What's key? What's
The
key?
key is 2 cups of boiling hot water. I kid you not. At least that's what I'm thinking is the key, because whenever I make that cake, it is the most moist cake ever. And I know people don't like the word moist, but this cake is the
No,
definition
no,
of
no.
moist.
I like moist.
Okay. You and me. Just you and me. Anyway, let's wrap up this stream because now we're going down this rabbit hole of food. And
Yeah, and I'm hungry now. Now you make me hungry.
I know. I'm gonna go. I had dinner, so I'm gonna go have dessert, I think. So with that said, we will see you same pop channel, same pop time. Well, actually, we were a little later today, but same Pop Culture Kids next week. See you guys
Maybe
later.
next week. If not next week,
Or
the week
next,
after
if not
next.
next week, the week after.
Yeah.
Either way, we'll be
God
here.
bless your soul to keep living. Peace.
Peace.
Thank you for geeking out with Kathy and Kenny on Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture.